Okay, let's go. Let's do this again real quick. Now we're going to be inside of Zoom. I've gotten logged on to my Zoom account here. I'm going to span this up a little bit so you can see it. And we're going to go into our account and I'm going to schedule a new meeting. So I'm going to say again, Zoom. So here's the thing you're going to find out with Zoom. Zoom has so many different features. I mean, they have so many different settings that you can turn on and off. I think it really what sets them apart of all the different kinds of things you can do, can and can't do. And there's a lot more settings, like it's a lot more intuitive, I think. So let's just kind of jump into this real quick of, you know, we're going to require a meeting password. We need to blank that out there, and the video host is on or off. Start with the video of the video either on or off. Participants video starts as off. Audio type starts as telephone and computer audio. You can change, like if you're dialing for the United States or somewhere else. Meeting options. Enable join before host. This means that like they could jump onto the room before the meeting started. Usually you don't want to have that unless it's lit, just like maybe it's with your family or something. I think usually you want to enable a waiting room. Mute participants. Authenticate. Only authenticated users can join. Record the meeting automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save here. In WebEx, you would have sent it out directly, the invite. In here, this is called the invite link. And this link is that you copy this in general and send it out to people. You can also tie into different Google calendars, and it's a plugin. So it's a good way because it does come from your email address. But I do like the WebEx that it sends it out directly. But what you can just do is you can copy this invite. Copy this, and I'm going to put this back into the meeting that we had earlier. I'm going to put this into just a regular email. Really, this is the only thing that you really need right here. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to get rid of everything else, and I'm going to go ahead and save that, and they'll get that in their email. So they'll get it in their email, and they'll get a link on it, and it'll essentially just be this link right here. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to jump in here real quick. I want to show you something so a little differently of the meetings. I want to show you the settings here inside of Zoom, because this is kind of where all the magic happens. This has all the settings of in-meeting basics, in-meetings advanced. There's a ton of settings here. Email notifications and other. So let's just look at this schedule meeting. You can have host meeting, start meeting with host video on or off. These are some of those sliders that you saw earlier. But this can do it for system-wide so that it's set right when you set up every time, so you don't have to do it every single time. Require a password for personal meetings. Yeah, all meetings use the password, absolutely. Password when scheduling new meeting, absolutely. You want to have anything you'd want to do to enable the security on this. I highly recommend. You can kind of go through, just look at like all the different settings. This is like really nice. Co-host is a huge feature for Zoom that WebEx does not have. This allows you to have other people, a co-host, having two people host, and in WebEx it's only one person. That's a huge thing. It just goes on and on and on, and we're just in the basics part of it. There's so many different features in here. You're getting into the advanced features here. As you can just see, it goes on and on. Waiting rooms. You can live stream to Facebook. You can live stream to YouTube. You can also do this in WebEx also. So I just wanted to show you that so that you kind of had a good idea. I'm going to actually start this meeting here. We have this start. I'm going to click on start, and it's going to ask me to allow, and I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to join with computer audio and turn on my video here. Here comes Kevin. Can you hear me, Kevin? Harry's in the house, I think, coming up.
Hello. Hey.
There he is. And you know what's funny about this is that this is the kind of thing that happens all the time, right? It's always kind of a problem getting people on. I don't know if you guys have that same experience, but no matter what platform you're on it, and people are like, I really like WebEx, like I don't know where all the buttons are, but I think we had this conversation of where the comparison is a real good comparison between iPhone and Android. If it's WebEx and Zoom comparing to Android and iPhone, which one would you guys say is Android and what's iPhone?
WebEx is definitely Android. Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Zoom is Apple.
is the iPhone, exactly. I mean, I think it's funny because it's like these little things, like how important is a user interface developer, you know, like I think that's the difference from my understanding is that they went from, these are all old WebEx people that just walked out the door of WebEx and started Zoom, and they're like, yeah, WebEx doesn't look very good. We're just going to make it easy. And I don't exactly know how it works of why the video and audio is better on Zoom, but I think if you were to poll 100 people, or 99 of them would say, I think it's better on Zoom. Just the call quality and the video quality.
I mean, the fact that I can move this, I'm logged into Zoom right now, and I have the panel, right? It shows me, you, and Kevin, and then a person on the main screen. The fact that you have the flexibility of putting multiple people on the same screen, or segregating it, or just having the ability to manipulate what you want to see and a preference to your light scheme, I think that for me is like a big plus for good. Say the call quality's better too. You're not choppy anymore. You're not choppy anymore.
Isn't that interesting? Like I didn't change my internet connection. Like we're still on the same thing.
Yeah, your video quality was always, as it is now, but the audio quality was just kind of cutting in and out and in and out.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for playing along with this WebEx versus Zoom. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys later. Look at all these nice settings they have. Like you're not going in and out. You can use speakers. You can switch your microphone, your audio settings. Zoom has some really amazing audio settings, and even in here, if you guys are DJs or you're trying to have a party where you're playing music and you want to have them DJ, there's some really important settings in here of automatically adjust your microphone, turn that off again. You can go to this advanced. Here's the key. Check this box, show in meeting options, enable original sound from microphone. Audio processing, suppress persistent background noise, disable. Suppress intermittent background, disable. If you're ever in a Zoom call and your audio is cutting out, it's because this is on. And then you want to have echo cancellation be on. And so we're going to go back in here. You'll see start my video. There's my video. We'll see other people on later. And you can kind of see, like, it has the same essential things of participants, it has chat, it has screen sharing, just like before. You can turn on original sound. Here's something else that you can do in Zoom that you can't do in WebEx, which is music or computer sound only. Means that you can play just sound from your computer but not be presenting anything else. You also have files in here for sharing. This right here is something you cannot do in WebEx. There's other platforms that you can do this in, like BlueJeans, I believe you can do it in, but in WebEx, there's no such concept as breakout rooms. They tried to get me to buy the WebEx training, which supposedly had breakout rooms, and I got onto it, and I thought I went back to 1990 because it was the oldest looking platform I had ever seen. It was like their old version that had breakout rooms for some reason. But breakout rooms are amazing because you can take your people that are in the meeting, say you have a group of 50 people, you can take 5 of them and go put them into their own separate room and have them just talk between each other, and then you can invite them back into the meeting as well. This is a huge feature. So I really wanted to show you this breakout rooms. It has it in Zoom. It doesn't have it in WebEx. It's a big difference in it. WebEx hasn't had the security, on the news, there hasn't been as many reports of security issues with WebEx as Zoom. And that's going to be it for right now. I'm going to end my meeting here.